Did we finish the workbook last time? Chapter 11?
I don't think so. I think we still have some more.
I think so too. I think I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I did. All right. We went over that part. What do we got left? I'm not sharing my screen. We did that. We did that, didn't we? I think we're on C. Does that sound good? C and D left? Compose a good bass line using the two-phrase root position progression below. Inverting harmonies as necessary.
Oh.
Is my mic back? We all right? Then compose a good one-to-one counterpoint above the bass line. Use a half cadence to end the first phrase and a perfect authentic cadence to end the second phrase. The final chord of each phrase should be a whole note. Note that you do not have to preserve good voice leading over the break between the two phrases. For example, the second phrase can begin with pitches that are disjunct in relation to the previous phrase. All right. Are we ready to rock? Well, good news, bad news. There's nothing in the answer key. Here we go. A minor, you want to start with the high A or the low A?
I would say the high A. It gives us a little bit more freedom to move around.
All right. We can end on the low A. Let's just put stuff in, shall we? We automatically know this has to be what?
A B.
A B.
A first inversion.
Yep.
Why?
Because it's a diminished triad. Remember, all of our diminished triads have to be in first inversion. All right. Where you want to go?
The C.
You want to go first inversion?
Is that technically as high as we can go?
I don't know.
Because if it is, if it's pushing it, we could always move the whole thing down an octave.
Yeah. Maybe that's the thing to do, or we're going to have an awkward leap here, aren't we?
Right, because you want to go up to the E, probably not down.
Say that again.
You probably want to go up to the E, not down.
Yeah.
It's more smooth that way.
And one of these has to be in an inversion, right? That's one of our rules. Either one of these has to be in an inversion, but not both. Remember that? All right, major 6 chord. Is that an F? Four, 5. Is everybody all right with that? Do you want to start with the high A now? Does anybody care what I do? Can we skip like this? Outlining a triad, is that legal?
I think so.
It was legal way back in chapter
5.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
You could go walk down, go to like a first inversion, and then go into the. Although you need to have an inversion for the diminished, so
Which is
back
nice
up.
stepwise motion, right?
Yeah, go back up.
All right, let's listen to our bass line. Got a new mic. Tell me what you think. See if you can tell a difference.
So much easier to hear your piano.
It is?
Yeah, it sounds really good.
It's clearer.
Nice.
It's very crisp.
We'd like to thank Chris Brady, Alien
Like a
Labs,
chip.
for the new mic.
Like if you had to perform a recital over Zoom, that would work pretty well.
So it's much better, huh? I will let him know. I'm glad it sounds better. Hopefully it comes out in the YouTube videos. Like and subscribe. Laser fingers. All right. How's our focal point?
Perfect.
Got the high A in measure 5. We got 2 low A's. Is that allowed? It's got to be, right? What's that?
We broke the keypad.
All right. What are we going to start with in our soprano?
C.
C. Okay. Where we going?
You could step up and go to the D
Okay.
above the C.
Now where?
To the E, I guess.
A.
Okay, E's nice and stepwise motion. Everything's parallel. Is that bad?
I think thirds are okay.
Okay. But you can't have more than 3/3 in a row. Is that a rule? I
No.
swear I remember that.
Yeah, it is a rule.
Okay, so we got to move somewhere.
Thirds or sixths.
Huh. I don't remember that.
Do we move down to the C then?
There's no C in the.
There is
equal
no
one.
C. So the answer is no. It's a non-chord tone. I was just testing you, I swear.
Augmented.
Where are we going to go?
Well, we could go the A for the 1/6 and then go to the B for the 5, right?
Or can we go
So
down
it's
to the
like
G sharp? No one
2
does.
steps up and then
Say that again, Ethan.
I was just asking if we could go down to all the way down to the G sharp.
Yeah, we have a problem. So Catherine's saying go to A on the third tone. What does that do?
it's a skip down.
What
But
do we know?
then you
What do
have
we know
another
about
step up.
fourths?
They're disconsonant.
They're dissonant.
Dissonant.
Fourths are dissonant. So I don't know. Is that a good idea?
Yes, but also no.
We can't keep climbing to the B or to the G.
It makes it pretty boring.
Does it?
Maybe going down to the G sharp. Might make. But that would be another third though, so I guess we can't do that.
Is it? I think though the rule was you couldn't have more than 3 parallel thirds. Wasn't that the rule? Am I making this up?
I think you're making it up, honestly. Because
Do you?
I thought we were talking about this last time, and we're like, wait, it just says use thirds and sixths in the middle of the thing, not anything about.
All right, it's on. Here we go. Chapter 11. The book is out.
Go over this contested norm.
I did find, remember that the perfect fourth is a dissonance in 2-voice counterpoint and should be avoided.
That's referring to the right hand and left hand relation, right?
Yes, harmonic intervals.
So, you know I'm a
Yeah.
pianist when you say right hand and left hand.
So between the right hand and left hand, so a fourth in the right hand is still fine?
I guess.
It's like if you had an E in the bass and then an A in the soprano, that would be dissonant because
Aha! Types of motion. Parallel imperfect consonances. Look at this. I was paying attention. Parallel imperfect consonances, thirds and sixths, are fine, but avoid using more than 3/3 or 3/6 in a row. Not parallel, but parallel. Right? Parallel imperfect consonances are fine, but avoid using more than 3/3 or 6 in a row.
Okay.
So, are we fine with what we have then?
I feel like the leap down spices it up enough to the G. Oh, that's F sharp.
We need to add an accidental there. Is that what you're saying? Put our leading tone in.
Right, then just go to the A.
We got to resolve that leading tone up to A. True story.
Unless we go down, but
No, that would frustrate the leading tone. True.
Very true, and we don't want that. It gets some bad writing.
Some bad mojo. All right. What do you want to do with this A? I've got an idea, but I want to hear yours.
I have a feeling my idea is your idea.
What's your idea?
Stay on the A.
Yes, do absolutely nothing. Is that legal? Could also go up to the B.
There's repetition there, and I thought it discouraged us from doing that.
We
I
can
think
repeat,
it's okay.
but we
Don't
can't.
go.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think it's okay. We don't go over the bar line. Right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Do you want the G sharp or you want to go to the B?
I think I like this actually.
All right, we'll keep it. Now what, though?
Go to the E. Okay. I don't know.
Well, we just got off our leading tone. Do we?
Can we double the? Can we hit an A again? Even though we've got an A in the base.
As long as it's not the same A. But strongly discouraged, I think.
Is it?
Unless it's, well, we've seen examples of it, haven't we?
I know we're supposed to avoid doublings in 1/6 or in first inversion chords. All right, if we go to the A there, what's next?
We could go up a third to the C.
Okay.
There's no C in. Oh, I was reading it as a 4.
Then what? Back to the A? Or do you want to get crazy and go up to, well, you want to go up to the high F? I'm just doing stuff because no one's saying anything. I hate it. What are we going to do?
Can you play the first 2 chords in that?
Sure.
Can we change that C to another A?
We can. You want to go to the F then, so we don't
Something like that, yeah.
have 3 A's in a row?
Go to the E.
Okay. F, G sharp A.
Oh, isn't there a rule in that?
Is there?
Augmented seconds.
Between which the
Gotta
F
go
to the G
B.
sharp? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember whether there's a rule in that.
Catherine, what were you saying?
I forgot we were in this premise. Never mind. Doesn't apply.
Question. Are we in melodic minor? Did we do anything to show that we're in melodic minor?
Right now, as it stands, it would appear to be harmonic. Although, it could be melodic.
Well, it could be melodic. We just haven't gone up stepwise with this 6 yet. We've only gone down.
Well, we can't go melodic here because of our given Roman numeral. True story. That'd be a little weird. I mean, it sounds cool, but we couldn't do it because we have been given our Roman numeral, right?
Right. We need the diminished.
Okay, so what's our only other choice there?
I don't understand. F belongs into the.
F natural belongs in 2. This is true. But to make it melodic, we would have to raise F, which is our scale degree 6, which we would not be allowed to do because of our given Roman numeral. So they tell us to be in melodic minor, but we can't be in melodic minor here because we can't change the chord tones of our given Roman numeral.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the A then? No, that's not a chord tone.
Good test.
Are we gonna go to the B?
Yeah.
High B? How do you want to end it?
Leading tone.
T to do? All right, here we go.
A lot of A's.
Is that legal?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a lot of A's. We should
We have a
change it
lot
up.
of A's and it discourages that, but it doesn't necessarily have a set limit on.
Okay, what should we do about it? Which ones should we take out?
Do we have to have a leading tone on the fifth on measure
Here?
4?
Yeah, I like the going up to the B better. And then a higher note.
So you want to go C, B instead of A, G sharp?
There's no C and D minor.
True. I'm just trying to make it jazzy. A little 7th chord action.
Really me on every exercise.
So do you want to go down to the F?
On the
But then that makes you go to the unison on the 5th, right?
Would that be so bad?
I don't know. Should we try it? What are we doing again?
why don't we just go to the
This is what we said we were going to do, right?
We repeat that same thing later, so.
Yeah, but doesn't that I don't think that sounds good to end on the half cadence with unison.
You don't like the unison on the half cadence, huh?
No.
All right, what's your solution? Augmented second.
Try to.
What are we going to do?
I like the when you went high.
Change the F to a. Actually, never mind. Disregard.
So the D, you went to the D on the 4.
Like that? Can't do that. Gonna go to the DB.
Yeah.
That only got rid of 1A. You could take the first one and make it a C, couldn't you?
In measure 5, you mean?
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? Is that too many parallel motions? That's 4 parallel thirds. Say again?
Let's not do that. Doesn't sound that great.
Ethan, what were you saying?
Can you do another C?
What do you want to do?
Does the focal point rule apply to each cadence or the whole thing?
I think the whole thing.
the whole piece or whatever we're working on exercise?
That's a good question.
Because if it's per cadence, we could go up like you're doing.
Okay, which was what? Keep the C?
Right. And then walk up to the E, high E.
Is that all right?
I think I'd like for the E to go to the A instead on the 1/6, but that's just me.
Let's listen to that and critique it. What do people think?
This is another A is all.
Yeah, but we only have one other A.
Sounds
in the
funny to
piece.
me.
It's kind of dissonant.
Good.
Go ahead.
You
It
could
sounds
fix.
funky when you just end on it, yeah, but like,
It sounds funky in general.
but I like it when you continue it.
You could keep the E and then fix it. Fix things later too.
Well, what's wrong with what we have?
We don't have a focal point with what we've got.
Ah. What about that?
Either the two.
Say again?
I like the first one where you'd be going back down, match the bass, or if you just kept going up.
But then you're giving the sopranos their glory. They can go hit their high note.
I'm into second though, right? As much as I love the sound.
Ah.
But you can just go to the E and then that'd fix that, right?
Instead of the G sharp.
Right.
Isn't the 6 also raised? Or is that
Ooh, we can't do that because we can't change the Roman numeral they gave us.
how frustrating?
That would give us two of the same focal points. It's domino effects.
Go to the high A, then the high B, and then the high C.
Well, as it stands now, we only have one A. Plus the last A. Do we put this back to an A?
Yeah.
Well, that would kind of mess up the smoothness. But
What if we went here? Well, then we'd have to go A here, huh?
wow,
Say again?
you need to leap up quite a bit to get to the high A.
What if we don't end on the high A?
But the 1-6-A doesn't sound good. Go back to that repeated note.
I think it sounds better coming from that than from where we were, though. We can't repeat over the bar line, though. And we can't get that augmented second.
You know, no one's gonna know if we just kind of cancel, like erase that little, throw out that little diminished mark on the 2.
What do we want to do?
What if we go to the E on the 1-6?
Okay.
Or wait, that's parallel thirds. We already had that problem, right?
Yeah.
What if we keep the C on the 4, C on the 6, and then went down to the E on the 1-6?
You want to do what now?
Put
Keep
the
the
4
C?
back. I don't remember what it was. G? And then go to E? Or
High E?
F. F on the 4. And then, no, low E.
I'm lost.
Put F on the 4.
You want a low F here?
That's a 6. No.
You want a C here?
Yes.
Now?
F.
High or low?
Low. And then
Okay.
E.
Isn't there a rule about fifths? You have to like this. Does notes preceding and following have to like be the opposite direction? I think.
Yes. Treatment of leaps. If an isolated leap, large leap occurs in the line, 4th, 5th, 6th, or octave, proceed and follow it with motion in the opposite direction, which we have not done. What if we change our starting note on the 1 chord?
Yeah, why do we have?
Why don't we start with an A or an E? What say you?
Well, we could use a low E.
What'd you say, Ethan?
I just said the E would be.
You want to go to a low E, Catherine?
Either that or we go to the high one and go for a higher.
Yeah, that makes going for a low E more compelling to me. Now what?
What is the F? Oh.
Can't keep the same over the bar line, so we got to move to either.
Yeah, probably A, right?
Yeah. You want to keep the A?
Well, we're trying to avoid excessive A's, right?
So where are you going to go?
C, maybe?
C?
B.
G sharp A?
Yeah.
I don't like it. Do you like it?
I feel like this is the hardest one we've done
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
Or the one we've had most trouble with.
Mm-hmm.
Or the one we've just been most picky with.
D, all of the above.
Okay, it says to avoid awkward doublings, which we did not do on our 1-6. So I think that C's got to go.
If so, then go to the E and switch up the everything else.
You want to go to a low E here?
Or do we want to change the focal point?
I'm also not crazy about this F doubling.
Well, let's change it now.
Can't go to a C because that'd be parallel fifths, so you have to go to the A.
Here?
But aren't the fifths moving in contrary? Isn't a contrary motion that we used to see there? Because we have the bass going from A to. Isn't it okay?
I don't think so. I think it's still.
No, it's still a parallel to a parallel. Okay.
Fifths and parallel fifth, so.
But maybe to an A would work.
What am I erasing?
Erase maybe.
A of the F to a C is what I hear Ethan saying. And then if we do that, we could erase the A and make it
Am I erasing this
D?
one and this one? Okay. Can we get crazy for a second? What happens if we do this? Whoa, not that.
What happens is that we blow up the whole
What
thing.
happens if
and
we do
nothing.
this?
bum, bum, bum. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm thinking of coming up to this high F here to give us a new focal point. We'd have to stay on the E, wouldn't we? And just guess what we've done? We've replaced our problem of too many A's with the problem of too many E's. And that's not a chord tone, is it? Just
What if we put
kidding.
a C in for the 1
You
instead
right
of
there?
no, put a C and then we can go to the E on the 6.
For the love of Pete.
Actually, that might not work. I don't know.
That's a chord tone, right?
It's also a parallel.
Ah.
I was thinking switch.
To
How
what?
it's high A. That would still be okay with it. No, I mean the high A over the F.
Here?
Yeah.
What do you want here?
The E?
Yeah, we could do that. But isn't that a 4th? Well, it's kind of
Yeah.
awkward without making it a 3rd jump in the 1-6.
Go the D after that.
Here?
Then D maybe.
What do you want? What do you want? You want a D here?
Yeah, that would fix the leap issue.
You just play the first 2 measures. I don't think I like the 1-6.
You want a B here then?
Yeah.
Does it work?
It works. You don't seem like you like it at all.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, Pete raises the point. We have a bunch of notes in the same direction at the end. What if we change this D to an F? What if we end EEs? Oh, that'd be horrible.
Too many E's.
Say again?
That would be too many E's.
Ah. And then we'd have, if we went back up to the A, we'd have 2 focal points. Is that right, or is that all right? Can we end that way?
You have parallel, I hate to say it, parallel octaves.
Yes, we do.
What about going to the B on the 5 and the C on the last one, and then keeping the, or going back to the
What about doing that?
F?
That's what we had
That's
That's what
before.
we did
That's
initially.
the same problem.
What about going back to the F on the 2/6? And then
That's also what we did before.
high B, and then high C.
Doing what now?
I'm just getting desperate.
Can we make the 5 a 5/7?
No.
Come on, it's a 5/7 chord. It's the most things put out there.
What about that?
C,
Say again?
in on C.
No, end on E. A lot of E's.
Right, that's what I was saying, in on C.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but then we don't have a pack. We don't know. Let's see.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Oh yeah, we need a pack, don't we? Okay.
Well, dang it all, Pete. We were so close.
I like there's only 3 of us working on
You're
this.
keeping it going and making us not quit.
What we learned in today's class is that none of us want to be composition majors.
Well, once you get that point, you can start breaking rules. So
Norms.
All right.
We don't use rules. We use norms.
Norms. When you control the mail, you control information. All right, what are we going to do now?
I want to go crazy, but I don't think we can. So, nope.
Is the G sharp too big a leap over the 5?
What's an augmented second?
Oh, that's what we said. Okay.
I'm all for the G sharp. It just means we got to change everything else. Is it illegal to put a B in there?
Can we go high B on the 5?
Well, if we want to go G sharp A, what does this do?
No, what's it? Encloses the A.
Makes it.
Say that again, Harley.
It encloses the A.
What do you mean encloses the A?
I don't remember what the exact term is, but you have one note above it and then one note below it, and then they both go into the leading tone. I forget what it is, but it sounds nice.
So you're saying it's good?
Yeah.
We had this before too.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. Oh, I see what Harley's talking about.
What's he talking
like,
about?
Like, it's like jazz. So you
He's bookending it,
This
basically.
is so jazzy.
go above the note and then below the note, below the final note, right? Is that what you're talking about, Harley?
Yeah, I remember I do a lot of these in my etudes, or when we have breaks in my etude where I take a breath. We usually end with something like this, where you have a high note, low note, and then they both go really well into the last note, and they sound nice.
So what if we go to a C on the second chord of the line?
Where? The 1/6?
The 6.
Parallel.
Out for Ethan. You can get this.
Yep, I hear it.
What did the book do?
They
didn't
didn't.
give us a
They
key.
gave up. They didn't do it.
They didn't want to be composition majors
They
either.
refused. They're like, no, that's fine. It's an exercise for you, not us.
I think that's what we have to do, don't you?
Do what the book do?
No,
Or,
do what we did.
Oh, okay. Just erase everything. Look, it's perfect, guys.
I mean, it's not perfect, but it is legal, so I say keep it.
I feel like we've exhausted every other option.
So keeping what we've got? Or did you say some other change?
We have 4 notes in a row in the same direction, but that I don't know what else to do.
There's an issue going off of the half cadence at the end of the first phrase, and then you go up to that E. Then you get that, then you have 2/4 leaps in a row.
Say that again.
There's 2 leaps of fourths in a row going from the half cadence on. B, then the E, and then the A.
Where? I see fourths, but I don't see it in
So
a
you're
row.
saying between these 2 notes and their next notes, they're perfect fourths in both. Is that what you're saying?
And I was mainly referring to the soprano part because after that you have another fourth. I mean, if you play it, it probably sounds awkward.
Sorry. Well, but they did tell us we didn't have to have good voice leading over the break.
Really?
Yeah. Note that you do not have to preserve good voice leading.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But that doesn't
Thank
solve
God.
our.
Then we're done.
Sorry,
Did you learn something, kids? That's all we're hoping for today.
I don't know. I'm exhausted.
It's not even. It's just test 9, and already ready for
I
bed.
know. We spent an hour on this.
I learned many things, of which I'm sticking to performance of not becoming a composition major.
Changing my
Amen.
major to business.
Biology, actually.
Biology is worse. Are you kidding?
No, it's so much better. More
Oh.
interesting. You'd fall asleep in business.
Is there a book solution?
There's no book solution.
That's why I said erase it, and then we have the perfect answer.
Can we just send this to unemployed professors and hope they solve it for us?
When we have an employed one and he can't, so
Send this to Mike Dana.
Yeah, I'm a substitute theory teacher, right? I keep saying that. This was not
yeah,
what
that's
I was
actually a
hired.
great question. Why don't we send it to Mr. Dana
Go
and then
ahead.
revisit this later if he helps us out?
That would be great. Who's in composition? Okay.
Take a screenshot of it, send it to him.
Yeah, they do 11A, 11 1A, 11 2A, 11 3A and B. And then they don't give us anything but the quiz for chapter 11. So, speaking of quiz for chapter 11, you're going to be given an example with 5 errors that you have to come up with. There's at least 5 errors. Actually, there's several errors, but you have to find at least 5 of them.
Okay, fine, just not come up with. Okay.
And then you are given a baseline with Roman numerals that you have to compose a good one-to-one counterpoint with a perfect authentic cadence at the end. And then you have to write in the intervals. Right? Remember doing that? We should have done it here. What is this? Is that a third?
Oh, yeah.
We really don't have a lot of variety in this.
We have to keep the rules, though.
But we could have other things besides threes at the beginnings.
All right, so your assignment is to do it and turn it in. And don't do what we did.
Oh, I can do that, but
I'm clearing
you
the
didn't say it had to
screen.
be right. Is that extra credit that I hear?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
Extra credit is so junior high.
You know what? I'll go back to junior high for extra credit.
Invent a harmonic progression in half notes, except for the final pitch, which should be a whole note. When the progression begins on beat 1, following the instructions below, then compose a good bass line and add a good one-to-one counterpoint above that bass line. So E minor, 1 5-measure phrase in 4/4. F major, 1 4-measure phrase in 4/4 with a half-note pickup. A major, 2 4-measure phrases with cadences appropriate for a period in 4/4 meter. And G minor, 2 4-measure phrases with cadences appropriate for a period in 4/4 meter. Yay, composition projects. That shouldn't be too terribly hard, huh? Because you get to pick everything and not rely on their given baseline. Questions, comments, concerns on that?
Do we have to do it in treble clef, or could we do it in bass clef?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I would do it in treble and bass.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
It's gotta be in alto clef, actually.
You can transpose it for
clef.
tuba quartet later. All right. I'm going to go find you a chapter 11 quiz. How does that sound? Whoa. Where'd we go?
Is the quiz due today?
No.
Okay. Whew. Got me a little scared there.
I was scared when you brought it up.
They want me to sign in,
Kind of
and
more resigned about it.
like I'm going to know my login here.
Catherine's beyond scared. She's just let you know.
I'm just over it. I'm just like, give it to me. Let me die quickly.
Okay.
Actually, I'll probably do better on this one than Cadences.
Okay, let me pull up that quiz so you can see what it looks like. Let me get this back to 100% instead of 268%.
He's talking about my grade in this class.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Here we go. Sharing my screen. Here's your chapter 11 quiz, okay? Easy peasy. Put it up, make it due Monday. Is that enough time? Cool. Questions, comments, concerns, friends with questions.
You made me think it was Wednesday for a second.
Oh, if only it were.
Please no.
You don't want it to be Wednesday?
I like Wednesdays.
Oh, I thought you meant this Wednesday. Never mind.
No. I thought he would. It made him sound. Well, how he said it, it sounded like today was Wednesday.
Yeah,
No,
like
do.
this Wednesday, yeah.
No. Yes.
All right. Next, we've made it to chapter 12. Go team. Oh, let's take roll again. Now that half of you have shown up. Let's see, who am I missing? Missing Zach, missing Max, missing Bryce, missing Sophia Ruby, missing Claire, missing Alex, missing Skylar. Does that sound right? Okay. Chapter 12. You made it. Chapter 12 is all about non-chord tones 1.0. That's because there's going to be a 2.0 in chapter 13. This chapter is fun. And I'm not saying that sarcastically.
Gave me chapter 2 flashbacks.
No. It's 20 pages in length, okay? And it's all about, to me, it's all about the table that exists on page 186, where we get to learn all about passing tones, neighbor tones, suspensions, retardations, appoggiaturas, escape tones, neighbor groups, anticipations, and pedal points. I believe we are having an exam after this chapter. I believe. So I would be thrilled if you read the chapter before Wednesday. That would be swell. On Canvas, I have put up your quiz. I'm going to make it do Sunday night instead, like everything else you're used to. Is that all right? 9:59 on Sunday. That is now published. Cool?
Will the workbook be due on that day too, or is it due on Wednesday?
Sure.
Cool.
Let's make it do the same. Is that all right with everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Have the weekend to get it done. Let me put that due date on now before I forget. You're going to upload, right? I always forget to do the submission. File upload. All right. Also, I wanted to put a plug in for scholarship applications. They're due tomorrow. Just got Mr. Lucchese's remind text. Did you guys get it? I like giving money away. I'm sure you guys like getting it. So apply, right? All right. Chapter 12, non-chord tones. Shall we start?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let's do a little quick walkthrough of the workbook first. Can we do that? So chapter 12 workbook. Starts on page 91. It's 8 pages in length. So try to keep up on it so you don't get too behind. 92 is only a one-liner. 93 is an analysis with a reduction. 94, we're putting in suspensions and retardations. 94, bottom half. Doesn't make sense. See if you can figure this one out. Where did we go?
Yeah, showing your screen.
I'm not sure it would help. Oh, there we go. Okay, 94 gives this example. And we're supposed to label chords with Roman numerals and activate the texture with stepwise non-chord tones. So I'm assuming they want us to rewrite it. Is that what's going on here? I know. I'll look it up in the answer key. Maybe that'll make it a little more clear. Where are we? We are on 12.2c. So yeah, they want you to embellish it. All right. So we're going to learn all about non-chord tones and put them in. We're also going to learn about figured bass and when figured bass calls for certain non-chord tones. So you can have figured bass for not only chord tones, but for non-chord tones as well. And then we're going to do 4-part stuff. 4 parts. So, as we go through, try to stay on top of your work. On my back. Try to stay on top of your workbook so it doesn't get so hairy at the end, yeah? So tomorrow, we will start reading, not tomorrow, Wednesday, we will start reading chapter 12, non-chord tones, if you can read that chapter before, just so you have a highlight of what's going on, and we'll go over the fun table. I anticipate a Doc B Theory Instagram post with that table. Questions, comments, concerns, friends with questions, private messages in the chat. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Doc.
All righty.
See you in a couple hours.